Oh, seven star citizens, and welcome to Answer the Call, your weekly call-in show and podcast about anything and everything Star Citizen. It is myself and SaltEMike here, as always. How are we doing today, Mike?
Good. My title is The Last Scam Left Alive. Because
Yeah, big
Star
news like
Citizen's a
today.
scam.
Big news like
Ashes
18 hours ago.
Yep. Ashes of Creation
Yeah.
is a scam. And
Yep.
yep. One of them failed. So I
hmm
backed Ashes. I still believe
Yep.
in what Ashes was trying to do as far as its gameplay
hmm
goes. But it was obviously wildly mismanaged, like another project that we're very
Yep.
much interested in, and that this that this podcast is about.
hmm
But yeah, I mean, what do you think about it?
It's interesting. It's like it was a game that I followed very like tertiarily, right?
Yeah,
Like saw little snippets here and there, and was very much like this sounds like something I would enjoy. So I'll look at it down the line.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, the actual like thing itself is really interesting. So like it only happened to like in the last 18 hours that
yeah.
this got made like public. But from the sounds of it, someone owned Intrepid or had enough of a like board
Control or
what do
whatever.
control that the CEO left and then a bunch of
The
the
CEO
like
is the
higher up
Chris Roberts of this game, by the
yeah.
way, like very much
So he
so.
left, then a bunch of the higher devs left, and then whoever was left at the company then fired all the devs.
Yep.
So I don't know.
So
It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens over the next week about like what happened and why.
yeah,
But at the very least, the company doesn't exist anymore. Like, yeah, people lost their jobs 100%. So
yeah, and like Phil from CIG, he's the producer on the PU. He
yeah,
said like a few of his friends work there. They're devastated. Like
yeah, yep,
it's real, right? Like
yeah.
this is
People definitely lost their jobs. People like yeah, the
yeah,
company is essentially dead.
really a bummer. And
Yeah,
anybody who's like, oh, that game was a scam, and you're all happy now. If you like MMOs, you should not be happy because the directions MMOs
yeah,
have been going in is not good. Look at your
yep,
New Worlds. Like New World died because it was a bad game. Ashes died for other reasons. Like again, I see somebody else in the Twitch chat saying legal documents state that Steven is the sole owner. The board stuff is bullshit. Possibly. I don't
yeah.
like Steven. I don't think he's a good person.
Okay.
Um, I'm a friend with another creator who is very similar to me, very critical of the company,
hmm
and the way he handled that creator was obnoxious and rude and
Yeah,
tried to manipulate. It was really like if Chris Roberts did this stuff to me, you would hear about it. And
yeah,
yeah, like they don't, right?
yeah,
So they allow us to be critical to some
hmm
extent. Obviously I've been kicked out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
creator program and stuff, but that's minor things. They still let me speak my mind and don't make YouTube comments trying to contradict what I'm saying. um
Hey, they let me in it still, and I'm in a podcast with you, so it's
yep,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So at least they don't do it but like by default, like being friends with me
yeah,
or whatever. But yeah, I don't like the guy, but the ideas he had for the game I thought were
hmm
really strong, going back to old MMO roots in a lot of ways while
yep,
modernizing it a little bit. Was just a good idea, and I don't think anybody should be happy. And then the other thing to bring it back to Star Citizen is
hmm
this could all happen to Star Citizen. We have investors in this
yeah,
company. We have a board. We have
yep,
situations where this game is incredibly expensive, wildly
hmm
ambitious, and there have been multiple times where this game could have run out of money during its time, and
yes,
then they sold the gameplay, to keep it alive. And
hmm
where we end up when the game is finished, we'll have a less good game, but we might have one. Whereas
yeah,
this something happened here with this, so who knows? But it is for me, it is an incredibly sad day. Um,
yeah,
Whatever, a game closed. I don't get to play it. That's not the end of the world. I lost $300. That's not the end of the world. I'm not upset about that.
hmm
I'm upset about the future of the genre, and this didn't need to be the savior, but it was a good direction for
Yeah,
things to go.
yeah. As well as like anytime an MMO is doing something new, I'm always interested, right? Like MMOs have been super formulaic pretty much ever since World of Warcraft came out. Like
Yep.
every MMO for like 15 years was like, let's make a World of Warcraft clone with one slight difference.
Yep.
And then, of course, when you do that, people will just keep playing World of Warcraft.
And now it's more
So
like
anytime you
the
got something
Asian
new, it's a bit
MMO
interesting.
model
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like becoming
exactly,
more
right?
formulaic, and it's I don't like that
Yeah,
model at all. And yeah,
yeah.
it's I just want to go back
So
before
yeah, no,
WoW.
for sure.
A little bit more of the before WoW days would be nice.
Yeah. But to bring it back to Star Citizen, like, yeah, this is one of the games that people outside of the space, that don't really either necessarily care about either project, kind of lump in together. It was always like Ashes and Star Citizen. It's like here are your like they were kickstarted, and then they've got management issues and scope issues and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
And so to see it die is like a oh shit, that could happen with Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Now, I think Star Citizen has a lot more resistance in that area because you can play Star Citizen now, right? Like the Ashes has had what, two betas that are like sort of public, ever.
Yeah, I mean, the first
Um,
one was like pretty private, and it was $500 to
mhm.
get in. This one was originally
Yep,
300, and then it got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Cheaper. They
sure.
were alphas though. It was Alpha 1 and Alpha 2.
Yeah, 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 but like being able to test it and being able to
Yep.
play it, right?
Yep.
Um, and so because at least in some regards, not every regard, Star Citizen has like already turned into a live service game. It has that like that pushback already, as well as yeah, kind of like what you said before. Star Citizen like makes money already. So assuming the post from I would just say his name Steven. Assuming the
Yeah.
post from Steven is first off correct, and our interpretation of it is correct, where whoever was controlling was gonna make the game worse, probably due to like marketing decisions and stuff.
Sure.
Uh, uh, that was something that like, well, Star Citizen already does, but
Yep.
you know that kind of decision probably wouldn't destroy the entire company. So, um, but it's interesting. It hits close to home, is why it's such a
Yeah, and
relevant
I
topic.
hope everybody recognizes that neither of us brought up the, our content is tied to the game thing. That is not
Yeah,
something that is relevant to, I think, the conversation. It is relevant to the two of us and maybe a few other people.
because I'm starting to make a lot more card game content. You're exactly
Yeah,
right, Mike. It's fine.
exactly. And I don't like, people were like, "Are you scared?" to me, and I was like, "Bro, whatever happens, happens. Who cares?
Yeah,
Like, I'll figure it out." It's like I don't really
I
worry about stuff like that.
I have been made redundant at more like jobs than like a games have failed. So it's not really
Yeah.
a thing that I'm
We'll
concerned
figure
about.
it out. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. It's whatever. But I still just like my whole thing is I just want to play my forever game again, and
Yeah.
or at some point. That's it. I just want to play my forever
Yep.
game. And Ashes could have been that, because I
Hmm.
am more a preference to fantasy MMOs than I am space. So
Sure.
um yeah, but hey, it is what it is. But
Yep.
yeah, we did. I guess we'll get back into the Star Citizen news stuff. Is we
Yeah.
did get 4.6 to go live. We talked
Yep.
a little bit before the podcast started, but how far along are you on the event?
So I have completed collections and delivery.
Yep.
Uh, Delivery was incredibly easy. Uh, well, I'll talk about why everything was easy, but it turns out there was an even easier way to do it, which was way faster, which is crazy. But yeah, delivery and collections is done. Still doing the uh, defense missions, I think is what
Yep.
it's done. But I'm like 60% of the way there through defense. So
Okay.
won't take me. It'll probably take me like one more gaming session
Mhm.
to finish it all up. Um, uh, I know that everyone has finished already. More or less, everyone's already on their alts,
Yep.
and they're getting them done quickly. And that's because, like I said last week during the PTU, it had changed to progress was shared
Yeah.
across both your bottom section and your top section, which was a choice. And I am still undecided about whether I like it or not because I do think there's quite a few positives to it.
Sure.
Uh, but I think it's more an issue with the game itself, possibly.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
yeah.
for sure. I think the choice to go with the personal tab not being personal and everything easily able to be shared
Yep.
is definitely not a good choice. But I don't know if they had a choice on this one because
Hmm.
the calculations weren't calculating correctly. They still aren't.
Okay.
Somebody in my like Evo part of my Discord posted an image
Hmm.
of having um 10,000 points exactly, 10,000 points exactly, and
Yep.
8,000 points, and having 30,000 points on the top.
Interesting.
So like, not yeah, like there's
Something weird going on there,
there's
yeah,
some
obviously.
math
Yeah.
errors going on, and I wonder if
Yep.
the mathing wasn't mathing for the top, and they were just like,
Yeah.
we'll have to get rid of it for now, but it's an idea that we'll bank for later. I thought it was a great
Yep.
idea. I praised it. I thought it was fantastic.
Hmm.
You have 2 months to do it. If you want to do it, you do it,
Yep.
and there's
Yeah.
that.
March 17th or something. Someone was telling me it says on Spectrum.
Mm,
Um, so quite a while.
yeah.
Uh, I want to talk. So yeah, the sharing. There was a part of me that was like, okay, this is actually great, and it was specifically we were doing uh, the delivery ones,
Uh huh.
and we had 4 people, so all 4 of us took the same mission. We all brought up all of our cargo. Because we had 4 people, it was very easy to get all 4 of us to load it up in the brand new Hermes that we'll talk about later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Chuck it in there, and then do the mission. And it felt cool to have a reason to share a mission with someone, and have that little bit of extra help because I now have a group of people with me, and we
Well,
can sort of.
Croncy,
It was good. It
you
felt
were
like group
doing
gameplay.
that's because it is. You were
Yeah,
playing the event the way the event was intended to be played,
yeah. And
but
even
you
then,
could play it a
still too
different
fast.
way.
Still too fast.
Yeah,
It was still a bit crazy.
but you know what?
Um,
That's like that's the feedback that they could hear and like make
yeah,
some use of. But
yeah,
like, unfortunately, there are server wide parties. Like this
yeah,
is the Vandal Mask on steroids.
yeah,
Server wide parties who are just completing the event for everybody because they don't feel like doing the grind of it.
yeah.
So okay, fine. Like I'm always, if you're able to do it, do it.
Hmm.
And CIG has to figure out a way to like
Yeah.
not allow you to do that. Like it's just
Hmm.
dumb to be able to do that. And then once they can stop those things, maybe they can reduce the grind to an appropriate level that is more enjoyable for most players.
Yes. Yes.
But so it's funny. I don't want to harp on this too much, though. I think it's pretty obvious that this is dumb,
Hmm.
and that's really that. What did you think? So you don't have the personal 100% reward yet, do you?
No, I'm like 70 something% there.
Okay,
I just
so
want to really quickly, once again, just because I'll finish my
please,
like thread of talking about
please,
with the
please,
delivery.
please,
So that's how we did it.
yeah,
And then someone in my chat let me know that if all of the 4 of us actually just grabbed one piece of each of our cargo and then take it and then submit it, you still get all the progress towards the thing. You don't get UEC, but you still get all of your progress done.
yep,
So it's even faster, even if you're not sharing it with the other like 60 people doing the mission in the server.
yep,
And that was the thing where it's like, okay, I don't even think this is a bug. That is just the current system not working. I guess not working as intended is kind of a bug, but like
sure,
they did intend the system to work that way when it came out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's definitely something that needs to be changed as well.
I
But yeah,
never completed a single collection or defense mission on my own. I only
yeah,
did the transport track, but I completed all of them on 2 accounts because our org was sharing.
yep,
It's
yep.
like, that there's just something like not right about that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But the rewards, I want to share some news that most people I don't think know right now
Hmm.
is there is a Ardor repeater in the reward track, but it is not the ship weapons. At least I don't think it's the ship weapons. So
Interesting.
some contradicting information on the ship weapons that are there. That is
Yeah.
the 50% defense reward. You get M3A, M4A, and M5As, but they're named
Yes.
differently and they're just skinned. Apparently on an F8, they had different capacities for like they had more bullets. This is allegedly. I did not see this. I grabbed
Okay.
a raft because a raft has an M3A or an M4A,
Mhm.
and I left one and placed the new one there, and they were the exact same gun. So I don't necessarily believe that to be true, but people in my org
Mm.
saw one of the other guys do it. So it's
Okay.
like I believe them, but I didn't experience that. So there's that. But the 100% reward gives you this pink med gun. It is a different med gun. It
Yeah,
heals
I've been
you
told this.
faster.
Hmm.
I'll bring up the
Which, to be clear, I don't think healing faster is necessarily something I care about too much.
Ooh,
I
you
argue
should.
the actual like bringing out and putting away of the med gun
True.
is more of a barrier. But the fact that it is a modified med gun is a huge deal.
Yeah. The fact that you could heal through bullet fire probably when being
Oh wow,
attacked.
that's pretty
Uh
fast then.
it's not red, guys. It looks red in the image. It's
Hmm.
metallic pink in game.
Okay.
So
Okay.
to me, I mean,
Well, yeah, I imagine it probably
is the
is
dress blue
supposed to
or
be the
gold?
same as the. It's probably supposed to be the same as like
The suit.
the outfit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matches the outfit. But yeah,
Yep.
regardless, I think you could probably heal through quite a bit of bullet fire,
Hmm.
which is interesting. Maybe even like a sniper shot or something. It's interesting. But so that's a thing, and I think to take that in, I think that they should not be delivering rewards that are timed but are better. I don't think they should do the Ardor repeater again, but when you really think about it, this is just a med gun crafted.
Yeah.
Right? Just a
Yeah.
crafted med gun with better material quality, most likely, is the way to look at it. And then the other one is the fabricator, is the reward. And it's just
Yep.
skin. That's what they said. We don't know what's going to happen with fabricators when that's
Oh, they did
delivered.
confirm that it was just a skin.
Well, is anything just a skin besides the ship skins? It's still weird. I don't think they've really confirmed that it's like we are showing the skin on the item and delivering the item for now.
Yeah.
They haven't really ever completely confirmed that. Like this
We probably
armor
won't
is
know
the
till
reward.
it
It's
actually comes
not a
out.
skin. That's the
Yeah.
reward, right? Like this is the reward. So I don't know. Like you're getting the tractor beam. This is probably the best reward of them all, to be honest. Because now you don't no longer have to go to a shop to buy one. You just have it.
Mhm.
And yeah, some of the skins are okay, but whatever. But yeah, so that I just want to talk about the med gun because it was like, whoa, this is like noticeably faster. So I might be able
Yeah,
to
okay, that's cool. I'll
to
definitely
heal
have to try it
through
out.
bullet fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might be like so if you are debating not doing this event, you might want to do the event. It's really easy to get done, and you might actually want to take the time to do it. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like any of the rewards. You might want this one because who knows when crafting is coming in. Assuming with this being the reward that crafting's in 4.7, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Yeah. As well as like some of the content is interesting enough. Like some of the defense missions, you jump into a Perseus, you do like the 400k mission. It feels right, feels enjoyable. So you'll get some good time out of it. But
Yeah, I mean, as somebody who only
some of
did
it
the
is just a
cargo,
grind for sure.
sure. As
Yeah.
somebody who only did the cargo, the little extra wrinkle of the filters versus the Melina mold samples versus the treatment, and all the boxes looking different, it was a nice little touch that made it a lot easier to enjoy. Like when I was going one way, I knew I was taking the mold samples, and when I was going the other way, I was going back with it. It felt good. So as far as some of the things in the event goes, I think they did well, and outside of that, obviously the way we're sharing is not ideal, and hopefully they addressed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
100%.
person who tested the F8C said he thinks it was a bug. So, all right. The
Okay, good
ship
to know.
weapons are the same.
Just whatever, just skinned.
Just skinned. Correct. But again, med gun not. Tractor beam appears to just be skinned as well. So, want to talk about the Hermes?
Yeah, it's part of the patch. And we didn't see it at all during the PTU. So the Hermes is in. It is the Apollo cargo ship. Feels, at least to me, feels very much like a Zeus CL, but a little better, a little bigger.
A lot better, I
well, not
think.
a little bigger, a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. I think it is the perfect size for like a lot of cargo related gameplay in this game at the moment. I only have like a few small sort of things where I'm like, this is a bit awkward. One is the overhead tractor beam
Yeah.
that's attached to the ship. I like having those. What I don't like is only having the option of being right at the back or right at the front.
Yep.
I really want to be able to go like into the middle of the space and then move some stuff around or whatever, move myself around like that rather than just all the way.
Yep.
I would still rather have it than not, but I would like it if there was a bit more use there. And the door is still a little too small. Like you can fit the boxes in, but if you're doing like two-person move boxes, you're going to be smashing boxes into each other the whole time as you're moving stuff through. And because I think it's rated for like 220 on the cargo grid, or like 224,
288.
Or 288, yep. And then realistically, like more than 400 outside of the cargo grid total. Yeah, like you want to be usually loading this up with one person, but still like definitely reasonable for like high-end solo cargo. It's kind of like the end of it,
Yep.
So yeah, I'm into it. I'm big into it.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of the cargo grid. That is my biggest takeaway from this is the ship is cool looking. It's kind of what I would have wanted a Connie rework to kind of look like, to be honest.
Yep.
So it's a bit weird because like, what does the Connie become? But the cargo grid itself is, I mean, it's, to me, I'll just pause it here. You have room on the side, you have room in the back, you have room in the front, you have room in the middle. So they've made it where every box is capable of being like interacted with, and it's you're not in this situation where like loading this to the max requires okay, well, you put one 32 SU box here, you put two 16s over here, four 8s over there, a 4, and then a bunch of 1s. Like if you go look at that one Reddit post with how to fully load all the other ships in the game, it's always this combination of a ridiculous number of boxes, and like you need to remember all. It's just dumb, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe they standardized this yet, where like in the real world, like if this was like a realistic video game, the cargo ships would be standardized based on the box sizes. So it would be like, this is 3 32 SUs long and 2 32 SUs wide.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
It is in a good spot because it's 4 wide and 2 tall.
Yeah. It's
on each grid specifically.
Exactly. Sorry. So they left room at the top, which is something I didn't mention yet, which is somewhere they show it at some point of like I was just like, here it is.
Yeah.
That's the image that you want to see. And like in the Q&A, they mentioned they listened to community feedback on this. Like I can't do anything.
I think they
but
have.
Thank you. Yeah. I can't do anything but thank you. Is it perfect? No. Is anything? But I think this is the best cargo grid they have made so far. This is better than the Raft. This is better than the Star Lancer, and those are the ships in its class by a mile. The Raft, you're pressing up against the collision of the ship. You have to go under, the landing gear's in the way. Like the Raft is great, but there still are issues with it. This is the best cargo grid so far. This is probably the best tractor beam so far, but there's a lot to learn still. Like they keep inching their way to a better thing. Somebody said C2 has the best in my opinion. I am debating banning them because you are a dummy. You're a dummy.
C2 just has a lot. It's not like if you fully fill up a C2, you'll notice how like rough it can be.
Yeah,
it's just you're not often completely filling up a C2.
Yeah, you're struggling to get things above. Like, no, absolutely not. And the ramp to get up into it. You're just objectively wrong. I couldn't
The
agree
C2
with
was the best when it came out.
Yeah. Yep.
But they've learned a lot since then. So
exactly. If they were to redo the C2 again, they would press it up a little bit. They would widen it a little bit. They would make more room on the sides. They would make more room on the top. And yeah, that's it. And no tractor beam on the inside as well. And they probably would put that there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, getting in is just, that's the biggest problem with it. So yeah, I love it. I have nothing but good things to say about this. I
Mhm.
have everything but bad things to say about them calling it a blockade runner. Did you see that? I wanted to punch a hole through
Yes.
the monitor.
Not just call it, but also in the video.
Oh, the commercial. I'll bring up the commercial. You're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
that, right? Oh
Like
my
I
god.
give them a lot of leeway for the commercials because almost every commercial is displayed as like an in-universe. It's an in-universe commercial, right? Like this is them
Yeah.
trying to sell to NPCs and stuff. But even in this commercial, I'm like,
Come on,
no
bro.
world
Yeah.
at all. This thing is dead on arrival.
Because
um,
they keep
yeah.
saying like blockade, like if somebody is around and trying to kill you. Every hauler has experienced this. Is
Hmm.
you're either instantly shut down by distortion or
Yeah.
you're shut down by a mantis. Like
Yeah.
the speed of the ship, it goes 1,200 meters per second in nav. You're
Yeah.
not gonna be in nav, guys. You're gonna be
Hmm.
interdicted. Like they
Yeah.
I think they called it in the Q&A intercepted because they
Yeah.
know that if you were interdicted, this thing has no chance because the mantis goes
Yeah.
1,400 meters per second. You're not outrunning a mantis. End of
Hmm.
story. So a lot of the combat capabilities that they're talking about
Hmm.
to me sounds very PvE. So if I'm doing like
Yes.
a dangerous PvE cargo mission, then this ship actually really sounds like a decent choice.
Yeah.
So normally
Which
you were
fair.
bringing what? You were bringing the Corsair to these fights. You were bringing
Yeah. Yeah.
the Connie to these fights. Maybe this is
Hmm.
a good choice. I cannot remember for off the top of my head. What's the weapon capabilities? I know there were 16 missiles,
Oh,
but I don't know the size of the weapon. Uh, I'll wait
no
till
clue.
Twitch chat lets us know, but I
Yeah, yeah.
think it's a number of size fours.
Full
Yeah,
force.
four
Yeah.
size fours. That I mean, hey, you're competing there. I think like doing bounties and stuff with this and
I
collecting the
mean,
cargo.
there there is a world where you can call it a blockade runner just because it's like not the slowest thing in QT ever.
Hmm.
And so like it's okay at doing like spline jumps and stuff. Um but I mean blockade runner doesn't mean anything in this game yet really
No, he
unless you
said
had
we
a
internally call it a blockade runner. Then shut up
yeah,
and
it
keep it
doesn't
internal, dum dum.
it doesn't mean anything in this game yet. We would have to see like actual interdiction gameplay get like more fleshed out and stuff. So
Yeah.
um yeah, but in the commercial that you just showed, uh they get like intercepted, not even interdicted.
Well, there's
And
purposely
then they
not
just
a
like
mantis there. I think.
they just leave the ship on as the guys are like jumping out to like come and get onto the ship, and then they leave. In what world are you one not getting like constantly powered down from distortions so that you can't do that? And then in what world, in the case that that's not happening, are you like letting them leave their ship on and then getting people to EVA towards them?
Yeah.
What? Anyway,
It's just for such a good ship, they just managed to find
yeah,
something to complain
it's
about.
just
So
silly.
they managed
Yep.
to do it. Goofy.
Hmm.
Um Next, should we I mean, oh, I guess we should go back a little bit. I should mention
Sure.
this. Because we talked about 4.6 and we kind of moved on from it.
Hmm.
Lots of people were missing their entire inventories.
Yep.
CIG knows about it, and it's like kind of the number one priority for their next hotfix.
Hmm.
Because they did one, but it was like about PvP ships not dying
Right.
and 30Ks. But this is like trying to restore inventories, and yeah, it's a big priority for them. We'll see what happens.
I think it's
Um,
also worth noting, like we talked about the issues with like the some of the mechanics of the event.
mhm.
Uh, it is the best performing of the three events that they've done in this style. It
It's
is what
starting to go,
yeah,
but yeah,
but everyone's finished it already, so it's fine.
yeah,
The last one was obviously unbelievably terrible with the
yep,
issues with the
yep.
freight elevators and stuff. Um, and the first one, lots of connection issues, lots of desync issues. I did experience a little bit of desync today, but server hopped in was fine, so not a like patch wide thing, just like a server by server issue. Um, so that's something that they learnt, but we kind of also talked about how they did remove some of those issues by making it, hey, the freight elevators are only relevant in your hangar.
Yeah.
So there's like less walls that you have to break through and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think that was like, a very good point bringing that up. Like lessons learned there. You have
Because there will be a fourth of this event. It's going to happen multiple more times.
Exactly. So I think when you say that, I mean, it's 100% true. Like I did not run into as many missions failing as I did in like Resource Drive, right? Resource Drive was like constantly abandoning. Most of my abandons were due to my mistakes, not the game failing.
Yeah. We had our largest issue we had was in regards to hangars. We had like the hey, you're randomly trespassing in your own hangar one. With a bunch of cargo that we had in the ship ready to turn in.
Yep.
And then now have to claim the ship. And so like we just have to abandon the mission.
I punched my chair. I freaked out and punched my chair. I haven't punched a chair in a long time. I had the milestone cargo mission, which gives 1,000 points.
Yep.
And I entered my hangar. Sometimes there's like a ship in your hangar that's not yours, and you just phase through it. Yeah, it's GG. You're good. I didn't phase through it. I crashed into it, and it purpled me, and all the cargo was gone. Yep. And I already had somebody share one of those missions, so I never got to complete it. And it like just pissed me off, like because number one, you're trying to get 1,000 points for your teammates, and then like I wanted to complete that mission. So this is like this is a common occurrence now with the hangars. I'm noticing there's a bit more issues with them, which is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, something they can figure out. All right. Do we want to go to sneak peek or
let's do it.
Roadmap?
Let's go sneak peek first.
Sneak peek first, very quick. Anyway, it's the Argo salvage ship, but we get a better look at it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it looks.
It's an Argo.
It looks like the mole, guys.
We get nothing from this, right? We already knew it was Argo. We get nothing from this. Like this is pointless. But what we do know from the Hermes is they will show multiple angles. They will go inside, and we'll see more of it as time goes on. So this is the first one. It's just confirming it's Argo in case you were blind. And and like couldn't tell. So now you can tell, and the next ones will give us more, and we'll see maybe the claw or something like that in the future. But yeah, it's just confirming it's Argo in case you're an idiot, I guess. I don't know. And then I guess we'll go right into roadmap roundup, right?
Yes. So in addition to 4.6 releasing, they told us a bunch of stuff that's going to be in 4.7.
Yeah, so I'm just going to skip over the 4.6 stuff, and just we'll go right into
it. Yeah, it's all the same stuff that we've seen already. It's just they put it to committed. And the first one is probably the biggest one, which is QV breaker stations.
Rock Breaker is coming. So Hathor in space. I'm like cautiously optimistic for it. I think it's going to be heavily controlled by the good ship combat pilots for a while. But
just depends on how it's done, right? Yeah. Like, because we don't know if this is going to be Hathor in that there's four, like there's four Hathors total.
Stations. It's plural.
Oh yeah, we know it's more than one.
Yeah.
But we don't know the upper limit necessarily.
Correct.
Which I would hope in that same vein is not too many. I would hope that it is possible that you see players there when you actually go there.
Also, what is the Keeger belt? Because we have the Glacium belt.
That's they might be the same thing. One sec.
I don't know.
It is actually, it might be the outermost. It is
Keeger
the outermost
even
belt.
Further out.
So it's further out. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Lower asteroid density. Yeah. Not much information about it.
Okay. So
yeah.
Well, oh shit. Then. How big is Nyx? Are we gonna be quantum traveling 80 gigameters like
probably not
Pyro?
80. Probably not 80, because like right now, furthest to furthest, we're still only going like what 25, 30.
In
so
the Glacium,
like 50 out or something.
I hope so, because 50 is, I think, the limit of my patience. Pyro is really annoying to fly in, and
Yeah,
even
but
the event.
Pyro's deliberately supposed to be enormous, and
I
Nyx is
know.
not, so it should be
Yeah,
fine.
it being deliberately enormous is fine if there was content
Yeah.
that you stuck around one area for a long
Yeah.
time, then it would be fine. But yeah. Um, okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm really excited for that. We had a sneak peek of it a while ago.
Mhm.
Remember where we saw the like mirror, and it was like, "Ooh, is this
Yep.
coming sooner than later?" It is. Big pieces to this are, why did we love Hathor so much initially? First big ship that you can like build in the game was through that
Yeah,
content. So it was like a very world firsty kind of moment. It was
Mhm.
epic, right? Will this hit the same way? They've kind of really
Don't know.
pushed Wicklow away. You know, you're not world firsting a Idris through this. It's already been
Mhm.
done. So like, what's the draw for going here? Is the curious question now, because Wicklow is
Yeah.
very much a content driver, and they are
Yeah.
pushing away from that content driver. And to be clear, I think rightfully so. I think they overdid it incredibly in 2025. Like, everything went through Wicklow. It was too much.
Yes.
So like, what do they do to make you want to go here? If it's nothing and it's crafting at some point,
Mhm.
fine. Um, there's the possibility that crafting is in 4.7, right? So there's that as well. That could be the driver.
That's like there's
You
not.
think that's cope? I mean, the reward at the end of the 4.6 is
I
like,
know,
whoa,
but
maybe.
this patch is coming out in a month and a half, and we've had one Evo Tech preview of crafting.
And it
I don't
was
think
like,
crafting's coming
it
out.
had its issues too, right?
Yeah,
So
I don't
it's
think
like,
crafting's coming out in a month and a half. I don't think it's necessarily end of the year anymore, but I don't think it's that close.
yeah, I think that's a fair
Uh,
assumption, but it's
yeah.
like, you got to think like maybe. But even if it doesn't come
Yeah.
and it's like 4.8, 4.9, whatever the hell they're calling them,
Yeah, yeah. I
the
would be inclined to say that 4.8 is like my thing, but yeah.
fair, and that's cool. Like, if they deliver these and there's no reason to do them the first time you're doing them, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
As long as they're building those reasons out and it makes sense and we know kind of the direction that things are going. It really comes down to their communication for me.
Yeah.
And that's always been horrible, so I don't expect it to be good, but you never know.
Yeah.
And then moving on, we have the Nyx mission pack, which is now I understand what system wide means. When we mentioned
like
what the King about this.
it could very well be that these QV breaker stations will also just have missions, rather than necessarily be like Hathor right off the bat. Here's your like dynamic thing. So we'll see what goes as Mike dies. I am more excited for them because the first pack of missions that we got from Nyx introduced us to the Shattered Blade, and we've heard nothing about them since. So presumably this will like continue that.
Yeah, and there's the new faction that's attacking in the defense missions for the event. Begins with an M or something.
Ooh, I didn't know this.
I have that, so I'll quickly like jump to that real fast.
I just assumed
the Moraine. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, some regular thieves. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Cool.
that's how bad they are at telling stories, is you didn't even notice, and that's all you did, right? So it's like, okay.
To be fair, when I'm doing those missions, I'm just like, oh, hey, look, a C2. Bang, 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 bang.
Exactly.
I'm not thinking about it too hard.
I know, of course, but if they gotta put it in front of our faces a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, they're like talking about with the return of courier missions and other delivery missions being a thing. So okay, and then Wicklow ship offerings, the Apollo.
Yep.
Whatever. No image on that yet either. New hairstyles. and then for me, this is the second most interesting, possibly the first, is those new stations that they are the social stations. And it says managed by members of the People's Alliance, and then all they say so far, it's got to be more than this, right? Is a safe haven with just restock, rearm, and refueling. I can't imagine that it's not going to have like cargo to buy and sell,
Oh, sure,
refineries,
yeah.
maybe like
Yeah, more ways to interact.
similar things that we have in other systems. So
Possibly.
I think we'll hear more
I mean,
about
like,
that.
one thing with Nyx is, like,
It's a
I mean, I
mining
kind of
system.
like the idea that there are it well, just not though. Nyx was kind of always a boring system of nothing. Um, right? It used to be a military system, and then when they found other jump points, they just didn't need it anymore. Which is why the
Hmm.
People's Alliance are here, because it's just a through system. You never stop in Nyx. You're always like bypassing it. Um, and so I kind of liked that it didn't have many useful, like big lore useful things.
Hmm.
So if they don't have refineries, I'm kind of okay with that.
Hmm.
But like I definitely do want them to do more than just restock, rearm, refuel. Let me do a mission that gets turned in there at the bare minimum. Let me get like
Yeah.
I don't know, just unique items you can buy there or something. But most importantly, do not make them just reskins of the current stations.
I think we saw
Let's get some new
like a
stuff.
glimpse of it
Yep.
in the commercial. I can try and find it.
Okay.
Like I have an idea of where it is. Let me like quickly just try and it was in this commercial, I think. I mean, I think there it was in the background right there.
Those are the ones that come out of the asteroids, which are like at the Vandal mission and stuff.
There was another one that was like
So
higher up. I can't remember the time. It was like 48, if I remember correctly. I don't know, but they do show up. It's like they're in the back. That was the
mm.
end, and then it's at the top somewhere. So like
I will
keep
say
your
it
eyes.
definitely makes sense to have these stations anyway with the introduction of the Giga Belt.
Yeah,
Because yeah, if we are going out further, you're gonna need more places to refuel. So
chat saying 30 seconds.
I don't know.
Maybe it was 28. I remember there being an 8, but yeah. Who knows? Oh yeah, there you go. There it was. Do you see it?
Yeah, it's like either side of the asteroid, right?
Yeah. As we're jumping in, there it is. So keep your eye
Yeah.
focused there. I'll slow it down actually. How about that? That'll do wonders there, I think.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see building like structure on like either side of the asteroid.
Yeah, and it looks like
Okay.
a chunky asteroid.
Or are those the rock breaker stations? Because like the rock breakers look a bit like that, where they're attached to an asteroid, but then they've got a little something extra. So I
Maybe.
don't know.
Yeah. So it could be these, could not be these. Could be that
Mhm.
are those are the stations that they're doing that big end of CitizenCon raid type thing
Yeah, yeah.
at. Who knows? And then the last two things are a heavy combat and light armor. No images yet on those.
Okay, cool.
So we'll see them in a bit. Other
Yeah.
thing on this note is, again, take a big huff, is somewhere, I can't find where,
Mhm.
Niku said that this is not everything that's in 4.7. There's more to come. So future roadmap
Yeah,
roundups
which
will open
makes
up.
sense. We've got a while
Crafting.
still.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Well, no, I'm saying there's a chance for reasonable content to come out. We still have the 3 planets in Nyx.
Yeah.
I don't think Nyx 1 will be coming soon. I think that's a little bit later because that's the one that they're terraforming. So maybe we start to get some of the planets in. And then presumably there will also be more event content style stuff with whatever this is, right? So
Okay. Oh yeah, it was posted in the Twitch chat, so I'll grab it and show it to you guys. I don't know why I struggled to find this one. Oh, because it was involved in this post. Got it. I didn't think that this post was like super duper relevant because it was like, hey, complainer on Spectrum, here are all the things that we've already said that you should know by now. Where was this said? Crafting, we're already running a few Evocati tests and we'll continue refining it and rolling out future builds. I don't think this has anything to do with that.
Yeah, I think this is a different thing.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, one other thing I want to address here that I forgot to is if we scroll up for Where is this?
There you go. Sorry, StarMage posted the correct one.
Okay.
Nico just says this isn't all of 4.7. Cards are revealed as development progresses and features are confirmed. Next roadmap update is in 2 weeks with more to come. So
There you go. Sweet. There's another thing somewhere. What was it? What was it part of? I don't know, but there is a mention. I believe it's in the roadmap of a .x. Yes. It's because we skipped all the 4.6 stuff, so that's why I didn't see it. Resource gathering missions we know are coming later. I wasn't sure if we were going to keep doing more patches.
Yeah.
This kind of implies that they will. So
yeah, but I think
hotfixes are not the only thing that we have to hope to make bugs fixed.
Yeah. The question is the 4.6.x, is this the patch that's coming out mid-March? Or is it coming out earlier? Because if it's the patch that comes out mid-March, then 4.7 is probably like 5 months away.
No, earlier. This is the one that will... Oh, I think I see what you're implying here. Okay,
Because when they originally talked about first the salvage mole and the missions, they said, like, I think they explicitly said 2 weeks, which was a very specific number, which is why I remember it. But it sounded like it wasn't going to be a patch. It was just going to be kind of like
just
in there.
Appear, because it was in the 4.6 PTU. So you're like, oh, they don't need a dot patch. They'll just turn it on. Well, it sounds like they might use a dot patch. So I'm just referencing that this is going to be in a couple weeks. This is going to drop with the ship. This is going to drop with the new gathering missions. That's my educated guess. And 4.7 will be the March patch. And why this is relevant is because they can do more bug fixing in a .1 than they can do in a hotfix.
As well as, in addition, if they do it like this, the .1s don't need to be time gated. The only time restriction they have is be out before the next major patch, kind of. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's less pressure on that patch, I guess.
Correct. Like, get it right.
Yeah.
And then that's okay. Get some of those bugs nailed down. So I thought that was worth mentioning.
Yeah. It also, I wouldn't be surprised if it won't get a PTU. Or if it'll be like a 1-day open PTU type thing, right?
Because we've already tested, doesn't break everything.
Yeah. So that cadence would be interesting as well.
True. And last thing before we go to callers, because we have a bunch, is they made a post about what's coming in February. So just because they're doing things a little differently, this is like a new type of post that they don't normally do, I don't think. And they just kind of let everybody know what's going on in the coming month. We got Koramor. There's going to be a free fly. These are the rewards. So your recruit gets the red armor. You get the hover quad. Who cares? I don't care about any of that personally. And then you have the Lunar New Year, which is Red Festival. And this kind of, hey, you remember that armor you really liked? It's buy only.
I assumed it was going to be.
Yeah. I kind of did too, but this all but confirms it that it's the monthly patch bundle.
Yep.
And then there's our obvious Argo ship. And there's something in here as well that you...
No, nothing. There's nothing.
You don't know anything about? Do you know anything about this?
Don't know this. I am panicking. I have had no time to do PvP testing at all. I am going to get absolutely trounced here. It's going to be good fun. We're doing racing and we're doing ship PvP 3v3. But oh god,
nice.
I'm scared. Though also at the moment, since the patch, you can't rent ships in AC. So we might have to change up, if we can't fix that, we might have to change up how the format works.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to be cool though. Most of the tickets are sold out for anyone who's coming. But you can still get tavern tickets, which is basically like a regular bar citizen, essentially. So you miss out on some of the cool stuff, but you still get most of it. It is at where I work, so you should come. The last thing I'll mention about it is they asked my work to make custom cocktails for the event. and I've been giving them like the ideas. So my one spoiler for people is I got my bosses to make a reclaimed water cocktail
Nice.
that is just disgusting looking, tastes delicious, but
Okay.
looks horrid.
That's funny. That's awesome. So I got posted. Apparently that the heart armor is in the loot pool right now.
Yes, I did see someone talk about that as well. I imagine that would not be the case for long. It's probably going to get removed from there.
I want to get looting then and try and find it before it
Yeah.
does, so I don't have to buy it, because it is very. It's not my style, but that is
Yeah.
very unique and very cool. The moving part of the armor. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you PC and Piss Poor Pete for finding that one for us.
Yep.
Appreciate it. That's
the
all
one
I
other
got.
thing about that post is
What
they
I
talk
have
about the
up?
Molina mold. Yeah,
Oh.
the this month in February.
Yeah.
They talk about the Molina mold, and they're like, "There's something in the air, that's like killing people." And then the first line of Coromore, so they talk about clearing the air, right?
Yeah.
Clearing the air. We're gonna clear the air. Love is in the air. Molina mold causes love confirmed.
Okay. It's an aphrodisiac. That's funny. But yeah, so I think these events will be kind of similar to what we have. I wonder if it'll be core more Arena Commander stuff, because it usually is, but Arena
possibly.
Commander, like you're pointing out, not really working out that well. And then there's like a Bar Citizen World Tour post as well, so lots of Bar Citizen stuff going on.
They announced like
year.
most of the ones they're doing this year.
None of them in Florida. Classic.
Didn't you guys get one like 2 years ago?
Yeah, but you're in Australia.
Yeah, shut up. It's our turn.
You're in Australia. We're talking about the rest of America, okay?
Wow.
Listen, Florida's awesome. Oh, they were in Tampa last year. Yeah, that's 4 hours from me, though. I wasn't going there. South Florida. Let's go. That's everything I have that I would share.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm ready for
obviously,
callers.
yeah, big patch release, new ship, and everything else was pretty cool. But knowing what is in 4.7 is dope. I'm excited for that, because presumably, if it is coming out March 17th, and if they don't do a PTU cycle for .6.x, we might get it soon. Like PTU might be like sooner around the corner than we might think. At least like some Evo stuff. So
yeah,
we'll get to check them out.
Yeah, for sure. But ready for them?
Sure am. Let's get into callers, guys. If you want to call into the Answer the Call podcast / call-in show, make sure to go into the link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, go !mark podcast for the link. Go into the green room. We've got plenty of callers today.
We're all
so if you do want to call in next week, make sure you come and get in early.
Yes. All right. Shark, welcome, dude. Shark's on the line.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Not too bad. I'm on a liquid-only diet until like 3 p.m. tomorrow, so that kind of sucks. But
love that.
Not fun.
Yeah, have a colonoscopy.
That's what I was guessing.
But aside from that, I do. It really sucks about Ashes of Creation. I wasn't following it too closely, but I do like fantasy MMOs and stuff. And so going like one of the most promising ones, just having it mismanaged really sucks. I basically was just going to say that the one thing that kind of Star Citizen has in its favor, aside from already being profitable, is that they're at least more straightforward about their financials, even if it takes them a little bit longer than we'd like for them to go about it and show what's going on.
Which good point. We should get the 2024 financials should come out like soon, like in the next couple of weeks.
And so like at least we have somewhat of an idea of like where things are, why things are profitable or sometimes not. And I don't know how straightforward or open Ashes of Creation was. Maybe
not at all. He literally said
not at
that
all?
the game was paid for with all of his personal money. So
wow.
I don't know why
we
would be selling pieces or a board if it was already paid for and you were independently rich.
Yeah.
But
I also assume with Ashes, like yes, some of the information Star System was very wrong in the first 10 years, but we were getting like weekly videos and stuff from the devs. We were getting weekly posts and whatnot. I assume that was not the case for Ashes.
No, it was. It wasn't weekly. It was
Okay.
monthly, and I thought that was the right way to
Yeah.
go about it. I actually
Sure.
praised them for that because I mean, we often just had shitty episodes of ISC and things like that,
fair.
and they were able to like bundle like every month. You had a cool update. They were doing good, cool things and moving the direction forward. The problem with that was it was very similar to what we would see at CitizenCon. Like CitizenCon 2023 would be the best example. They come on stage, they do all these demos that look polished as hell, and you're like, wow, that is actually relatively close to making it into the game. They sort of implied that all this would be in the Alpha 2 phase. Like this was their development of Alpha 2 that you were getting a look into, and then you saw Alpha 2 and none of that shit was there. None of it.
And that's what they were spending their money on, was the big presentations and shit.
Yeah, and then they said that we were just trying to get feedback from what people thought they liked and and it was just like, whoa, brother, that is not how you sold that to me at all. So to me, again, the guy who ran it was, I'm not the biggest fan of the way Chris does things sometimes, but I love Chris in comparison to the way I felt about the Ashes owner.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is that a just want to get curious? Is that like a common sentiment that you hear from other people who are following the project?
No, well, other people that followed the project, the Star Citizen and Ashes were very similar, and the people that followed the project were obsessed with it and defended it.
But like,
to the
did they like Steven? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Oh, they loved him. Yeah.
Okay.
They loved him, just like they love Chris and Star Citizen, and they don't see any of the obvious flaws. They choose to ignore them. It was very, very obvious. It's what kept the game alive for as long as it did. But yeah. Anything Star Citizen related, Shark, or no? Just one of them.
Star Citizen related. Honestly, based on the way that servers and stuff have been performing, I'm not sad that they're doing the shared experience.
Exactly.
Like, obviously, ideally, in the end, it would be nice if we have more enjoyable grind and a little bit more to do. But so far, I found the mission enjoyable. I've met new people. It's actually felt like a social experience again, and I have a reason to play for the next at least few weeks, if not a couple months.
I believe you mean the next 3 hours.
I do it on.
Yeah, you'll be done in 3 hours.
I've been playing for longer than that, but
yeah, fair. I will say, like, one of the other
slow.
big things I've like, the event's only been up for like 4 or 5 days, but well, not even, right? I have still seen a lot of people be like, I've finished it. I'm gonna help my friends finish it, which is
that's
nice.
What I've been doing.
That's awesome.
I finished it in 6 hours, but I've been playing it for the last 3 or 4 days, trying to help the rest of my org-mates finish it. Because like it was very clear that we had the weekday crowd that finished it on Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday morning was like, all right, that's their first time playing the game this week, so they had nothing in the track, and was like, all right, let's go, let's do it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all there helping each other. But right now, it's like the meta would just be joining a server where there's a massive party and just sit at the station and accept the missions if you really just want to get it done. If you want to be like Shark, then it's different. Then you're playing. It's going to take a little time, and hopefully the missions and the servers hold up.
Yep.
But yeah. Shark, I guess we'll leave you there.
Shark disappeared. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we will leave him there. He said, I'm out of here.
When Shark disappeared there.
Me neither.
Halfway through the conversation.
I just looked at he was gone.
But he's gone. He's out.
All right. Well, I guess with that said, we'll bring in our next caller, PC 101.
Yeah.
That's
Yo.
funny.
How you doing, PC?
Hey, PC.
I'm all right. I'm on a all-you-can-eat diet.
Nice. Me too.
All right.
What I wanted to talk about was I'm not sure. I'm kind of really on the fence whether I think this is a good or a bad event. On one side, it's good. I get to play with my friends.
Yep.
On the bad side, I kind of feel like it's cheesing the event.
We're not playing with each other. We're in voice comms together.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I was the combat ones. I'm with my friends.
Combat, you're with your friends.
The other two are not.
Yeah, you are, but you're also got 60 other people in the group that are doing their own thing. So it's like you are genuinely incentivizing group gameplay, but maybe too much to the extent where it then separates a little bit. So I'm on a similar thing. Like I really like that I felt incentivized to join up with a group of people and help each other. I do not like that the best way to do that was to then also join the big server group and then get a bunch of extra progress as well.
Lots of people are
Um,
just
yeah.
like calling for like you need to be close to the mission to complete it. And maybe,
And
you
maybe
know,
that's the way.
maybe mission
Like if
V2 or whatever, you get that option.
yeah, because like I mentioned, I really like the idea that all four of us could take the exact same mission and share it with each other, help us all do it, and then go and submit it. But then if Bill is just on the other side of the galaxy and has just joined the group, that shouldn't that shouldn't work, right? And that would prevent it, it would still incentivize group gameplay, but it would de-incentivize this and stop making it feel like cheese, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think also a good bit is it's unlike other events, you can technically do it solo. It's not tied
Yeah.
behind like a lot of other events have been a lot of PvP centric, which has annoyed a lot of people. It's like, oh, another PvP event.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think that they should have taken lessons from previous ones where they stagnated it to different phases. I think those three should have been separate weeks.
Yeah.
Because technically, within the
That's a good
first
call.
6 hours, I've now completed this patch's content, other than the salvage and
Yeah.
mining missions coming in 2 weeks.
Which is just you take a look at them and like I don't know if they're going to add more, but the only ones that we saw were very small.
Yeah.
So, and then, yeah, I mean, in the PTU, we didn't talk about this early, but as far as those go, the last PTU, they put the rewards for them in finally, and they pay slightly, ever so slightly better than what the best place to sell RMC would be. And I just gotta say, stop! Please stop. Like it bothers me so much that everything is about the missions, where the meta to do anything is through a mission and not just like playing. It drives me nuts. Ugh.
And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was you can see the grand total of all the points. I think this morning when I logged in, it was just over 1 million. And you can kind of divide that by 30,000 to see how many times it's been completed. And when you think about that,
it's over 1 billion. Not
over
1
1 billion, yeah.
A million would be like the 7 people I was doing it with today.
Yes. So I think when I divided it by 30,000, it was like 40,000 completions or something. Which I know a lot of people have done it twice. Like the first day I did it with the org, the second day I did it with Pete and his org, and then I've done a bit more. So I've done it like 2.5 times. So you can kind of get an idea of how many people have actually how many unique users have completed the event. And I think it's probably maybe half, say 20k. Do you think that's I don't really have a point of reference for another MMO. Do you think that's is that a good or a high number or a low number for an MMO activity?
For Star Citizen and like what because they don't publish the
we have no idea because they never say
but,
the player currency.
Well, so they have several times said like some vaguish numbers, and generally from what I've seen, like the highest concurrency Star Citizen's ever had was like 50k or something. It was around that number, and that was concurrency. EVE Online typically has a concurrency of like I think this was like 2 years ago, but Mikey, I was gonna say 20 to 30k, right? So you can sort of use that as the comparison, and that is a fitted game.
But
that is people multi-boxing, all that sort of stuff. In the grand scheme of MMOs, very very low, but for Star Citizen, that's a pretty good number.
I would say for a game like Star Citizen where alts aren't really an option, like you're not like they are for this event and they're definitely being used, but you can't use them at the same time that effectively the way lots of other MMOs you can. So I think it's a very good number if that's where you're at. If that number is
I'm
like
just thinking
real.
about it because they never really give their numbers, so it's like a good idea. Kind of gives you a ballpark of like how many people are playing Star Citizen.
Yeah, or at least are interested in an event like this. Like they're like on an average day, most of those people aren't playing, right? Plus you have the alts jumping in, but for an event, I could see it. And I would think that that's a good number. I don't think negatively of that number at all for a game like this.
No, it was just a number I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But anyway, peace out.
All right, PC, be good.
All right, appreciate it, mate. Catch ya.
Catch you later. All right, and our next caller is in. Let me get their name up. And welcome.
How are we doing? Zerail?
Zerail? How do we say it?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Howdy.
Oh, what was it again? Because you cut out just as you said your name.
Oh, Zerail.
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 Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, how's it going? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to talk about, well, two things. The event will go up second. A small comment on the looking to the future stuff. Like, I'm excited for crafting and all of that, but I still wonder about some other
Crafting
things.
4.7. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Oh, shit.
By me. Yeah, I confirmed.
Yeah. But I mean, but what about when they confirmed a transit refactor coming, or freight elevators having vehicles, or solar flares in Pyro, which we have engineering now. So where is it?
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
It is the same place. You know where it is? It's in the 10 for the chairman video somewhere. We have to go back to those where they confirmed literally everything that's possible in every video game imaginable.
Actually, it's in Hacking, which was going to come out with new Babbage back in 2020.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's why you just don't believe what you see. But the difference between a lot of that stuff and now is they only talk about what is coming in the next patch. They don't often talk about what's coming in future ones. And with the tech preview, they're actively working on it with you to deliver it to. So it's these things that are like, where are they? The things like crafting are not going to be one of those things. They may not come in finished. Engineering is clearly not in a finished state. But they are there. So that's my answer to your question.
And like, even when those features do get like mini confirmed and then pushed, it's usually because, oh shit, we need to do this a completely different way. And then we need to put it on the back burner because we've got to reconcept it and blah, blah, blah. Whereas like the crafting Evo, it was pretty
Everybody
decent.
loved it. Everyone, no bad words about it, really.
Exactly. So it probably just goes ahead at bare minimum this state. At some point in the like next year.
If I was gonna say where, it would be social tools. That would be the thing. I'm like, hello, talk to me.
Yeah, and that leads me into the event, because I was one of those people organizing 100+ players in a server, being the party leader, inviting everyone. And man, it is painful. Like, every time someone leaves or jumps across to a different orbit, you get a notification. Every time someone sends you a friend request, you get a notification, even if you already accepted it on Spectrum. And the list of players is still only 100. There's so many frustrations, and like, I had so much fun in a big group, even if it was cheese, because we were actually like playing an MMO, but it was horrible. And like, it's a full-time job inviting people and accepting them. And man, I tried it for like 1 hour in VR and I almost died. So I just so
put your movie glass on do not disturb, obviously.
I would just jump in there and say, you were not playing an MMO. That is not, like, the people are in the same server as you, but the biggest difference between what you were doing and what is an MMO is you would be together, and you were not together when you're doing that. So like, this is, I'm glad you felt good. I don't want to take a good feeling away from you, but at the same time, it's like, we should be actively working away from the feeling that you had and what you were doing and going towards something entirely different.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. And then otherwise on the event, some frustrations, like, why do the bigger missions have such lower efficiency? Like, the high level mission is 12.5 times less efficient than the lowest level one. Like, how? Why would anyone do that? And that just frustrates me. And why do I have to send down 6 Dakari pods instead of however many I want, and I get all the points for them? It's just frustrating to do these things. And we had this exact same event before.
Yeah,
So
I found that to be weird, but I think their thought process was this, and I don't know, let me know what you guys think about it, is, again, money doesn't mean anything in the game, so we always ignore it. But the bigger missions paid more on the money side and less on the point side, and the smaller missions paid more on the point side and less on the money side. So it was available for solos a little bit better and not others. But that did create this scenario where everyone did the small missions, nobody did the mediums. Some people did the whole C stuff, and that was that. So to your point though, I felt the MMO feeling. Holy, at Nyx, at the like where you would deliver with the whole C, there's just whole Cs coming in and out of Nyx. Yeah, and it felt like a populated like star base. It was awesome, dude. That was very cool, actually.
But
your frame rate was probably half of normal.
What's that? My frame rate?
Your frame rate.
Yeah, it was okay. It actually wasn't that bad. And believe it or not, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, but I think that just it highlighted for me the social tools. We really need them, but it was fun. So if they do that, I'll be really happy. But that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. Thanks.
Perfect. All right, be good.
We appreciate the call.
Thanks for calling in, man. Good times.
Cheers.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I double clicked. And then our next caller is Snugs.
Currently our last caller.
Yeah. I think there was somebody else, but they backed out.
Hello, gentlemen.
Snugs, how are we doing?
Doing well. How about yourselves?
Pretty good.
Yeah, doing all right.
Nice. I have very mixed feelings about the event overall. I think I'm not a fan. It just it was way like, of course, I want to play with my friends, play with the org, have fun, and it just felt like way too easy. Because of those things.
Right? I just felt alone on an island in calls with people saying sharing.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel right.
Yeah, because everybody wants to min-max and spread out and get the most amount of points. So everybody's doing small missions or soloable content, whatever, that means. And it's like, where's the bigger picture? Where's any of that stuff? And just...
I think in cases like this, it's important for CRG to remember, like, they need to force us to do stuff sometimes in order for us to have fun. Like... because of exactly what you said, people will just find like the path of least resistance to this sort of thing.
And they had the way to avoid it, and they just went away from the personal track. I would love to hear what happened, because it just quietly went away, and nobody said anything. I'm just curious. Like, hey, if it was an issue and you're gonna go for it next time, cool. I don't know, but it was just like you had a decent change, and then you just didn't use it.
Yeah. No, and I also think, like, yet again, they have not told a super compelling story. Like, I have a buddy who...
not at all.
We've played SC a bit before, and he just independently of the event hit me up and was like, hey, like, I'd love to hop on with you sometime, and we'll go do some stuff. And, he plays every couple months. So I was like, oh, great. There's an event on, some cool rewards, like, because I do think the rewards are good, as was the case with Resource Drive. And he was like, wait, so, like, what do we need all these filters and all this stuff for? And I was kind of trying to explain the story. He was like, oh, that sounds kind of cool.
The NPCs are playing the coolest game ever, dude. I say it every week.
The narrative team have a Google Doc about this event that is actually really cool and interesting and would be a great novel. But the only like actual sort of reference to it in game is like some people coughing in Nyx.
Yeah. Well, we were on the milestone mission where you have to pick the like 5 fungus spores or whatever.
Oh yeah, good luck finding them too.
Well, dude, it took like literally 6 hours of server hopping to find them. But we walk into the room for the first time, and he goes, we need all those thousands of filters for this one room.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, and he's like, then you see all the NPCs coughing. He's like, well, why aren't we coughing? It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I would have loved to at the bare minimum in the milestone missions,
for them to be a bit thicker in lore. Like, you don't have to make every single bit about it, but if you made the milestone missions a bit more like a person saying to you, a lot more about like, oh yeah, man, you know, we got to make sure we go and get all that fungus. Whatever.
And we as a community have to stop saying shit like game development is hard and protecting these guys on some things like this. It really, I think we should be demanding more and asking for them to be the best they can be and do stuff like that. Like, I think we have said this for an entire year and we're still doing the same shit. Like,
well, it's also like, it's not like they haven't spent like, this event will disappear, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they haven't spent those kinds of resources before on time limited events.
Yeah.
Right. And they continue to talk about how they want to treat the game more and more like a live service because people play the game like a live service. Those are the sort of extents you need to go through in order to make them memorable.
Yeah, this will not be memorable.
No.
Just like I don't remember any of the other events to any depth, but I guess which one I do. Hathor. The worm. Right? Those are memorable experiences because they were they had their epic moments, right? Like, I'm sorry, but NPCs getting sick and dying and like, it just doesn't have any meaning to me at all. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll remember the PTU where they were coughing in my hangar and it was really annoying. I'll remember that part, but that's about it.
Yeah. And then two quick other things. Looking ahead at 4.7, I'm very curious to see the Nyx stations because they keep hammering on the word social.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Exactly. I feel like there's something. I'm not saying like player trading or anything like that, but I feel like they're gonna hit us with something that's. I don't know.
This could be.
No idea, but...
They keep talking about the Asiedo, bloody communications, faster than light communication stuff. This could be to do with that, right? There could be an interaction there. But you make a good point. Like, why do they keep calling them social other than just like R&Rs? Because essentially, what the description there, it's an R&R.
Yeah, and
so
I mean, Levski seems pretty social. So what?
Yeah. So you're not saying player trading, but you are saying player trading.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe like an expanded beacon system. Like, I have no idea. I feel like if there was player trading, we would have heard more.
You kind of feel like they're cooking on something that we are not sure about, right? Like, there's something going on here, but
there's a part of this missing.
Exactly, that we just don't know, and we'll find out as time goes on, maybe, or it's literally just lore being retconned. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's one of those two.
Like, Nyx could also just use R&R stations.
Yeah,
you know, like anyway.
Classic. I was gonna say, do you guys permit leak talk here at all, or no? Is that not?
I think it kind of depends.
Okay. Yeah. Have you seen the leaks for Rockcracker for the mission descriptions?
No, and I would lean away from that. I would say. What about you, Croncy? Okay.
No, I agree. I want to keep that one a little.
For sure. I'll leave.
I want to hit up the PTU and like figure it out, and
yeah. Especially because that will. Well, I don't know if Rockbreaker will be big
actually. You
story,
just
but maybe
leaked
it will,
enough for me.
Know?
There's a mission.
Well,
Hathor doesn't have a mission.
Too.
Well, no.
There's missions to go to Hathor, aren't there?
Yeah, there's missions to go to Hathor, but it's not the steps to turn on the laser is not a mission.
Ah, fair.
All right, well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
then.
that's enough for me to know to get pissed off. So,
well, I mean, I also mentioned.
Okay.
I also mentioned at the start, like they do mention in the roadmap roundup that we're getting the missions part 2. And the missions part 1, we went to like a relatively unique station, reskinned, I guess, and did the Vandal thing. Rockbreaker could be a similar thing, right? So
yeah, we'll see. I'm interested. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do it, so it doesn't matter. But I do look forward to instead figuring it out on the PTU.
Yeah,
I like doing that
for sure.
All right. Well, I'll leave it there, gentlemen. Thank you for everything you do, as always.
Of course.
And appreciate it.
We appreciate the call.
All right,
have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, and I guess that's our show because that was our last caller. So finishing up a little.
And we still
earlier.
have like 5 callers. Everyone was just really quick today.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they're kind of getting the vibe of like there's people behind me. Where previously it was like I'm on the line. I'm talking about things. Also, kind of a nothing burger this patch, right? So there's not a ton to like dive into.
Yeah, like we've talked to death about 4.6.
Like the first open crafting PTU, like forget about it.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, true. Shark, who normally goes for a while, his audio just died and he had to leave. So we might have gone 20 minutes longer. Who knows?
Oh no, the real reason Space Monkey Business, the third co-host, wasn't here today. So
true. Yeah, some of our lengthier callers were not available, but yeah. So I think when like bigger things come, it'll be a little wild.
Yeah.
I still think 4.7 crafting. You don't. Should we end the podcast with a character creator bet like we like to do?
100%. I win that so easy.
You might, and I look forward
to crush that bet.
And I look forward to crafting with a ridiculous character. But let's make that bet. So in case people don't know, because we haven't done this in a while, I believe that crafting will come in 4.7. Croncy does not. So the bet on the line is Croncy makes my character that I have to play for 2 months. If he wins, I make the character that Croncy has to play if I win. And we have to use them for 2 months. And the chat will know, and they will ask to see them occasionally. There is an emote in the Twitch chat called Concierge. That was his previous emote. It was called Concierge because he was entirely gold.
Beautiful.
He was gold.
He was beautiful.
it was beautiful. So that is gold lipstick, gold makeup, gold hair. He was gold. And
no chin.
No chin at
all. A weird looking guy.
Giant lips because I wanted to accentuate the gold lipstick. And yeah, it was fantastic. So we will do someone with that. And yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it. So I look forward to not probably next week, but maybe the next following week from that. But then you might be what day is that big event?
It's on a Friday and a Saturday.
Perfect.
I'll be fine.
So you're available, so you won't miss anything, and you'll be able to catch us up. Will it be live streamed on Twitch?
The tournaments and stuff will be.
Okay.
My understanding. So yes. So the racing showcase and the PvP showcase should be live streamed, which means you should get to watch me get absolutely crushed,
dumpstered.
In that second half.
Perfect. All right. Hey, that's the episode. So I guess we'll leave it. And I appreciate you guys watching as always. So if you're new here and you're not familiar with the two of us, we both stream on Twitch. So check us out. Follow us there. This is always on YouTube, and we simulcast the show on both Twitch and YouTube every Sunday, starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. I think it's -5 UTC or 4, somewhere around there. So check us out and show us some love. Get subscribed on YouTube. Check us out on Twitch, and we will catch you guys all next week. But with that, watching. Don't ever forget. Find it, Croncy. He got it.
To answer the call, I'm gonna make the ugliest character. This is gonna be great.
You are probably gonna win this one. It's okay. It's all right. I accept.